What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another live stream. We're back here on Axe Mountain. The clock is ticking. Winter's approaching quickly. We have to finish off the claim. If not, we face major fines. Could be six-figure fines if we're not careful. So we have to get all this claim finished up. We still have a good chunk of work left ahead of us, and it is now November. So we're going to jump in here. Tag along with me as we attempt to tackle this mountain. How's it going, unknown Kansas boy Hoonigan? Hopefully you're here with us too. We're gonna jump in here and get busy, huh? Hey CBW, how you doing, my friend? Glad you could come over here and say hello. Hopefully you're doing well. But yeah, you guys kind of know where we were. We got a bunch of trees. I pulled up a bunch of trees here last night. Doing a bit of work on here, but this is what we have left. We have all this stuff behind us here still. Don't forget about all that. We got some trees down here we have to yard up still. We got some trees just up here that we have to yard over still, but we do still have pretty much all these trees on this whole side, this whole top, and behind the machines back there we have to get all those trees as well. Up on top up there we have to get those trees as well. But we're going to finish off the top of this mountain. These are the last trees of this mountaintop here. And we are way up in the mountains. Hey, there's Bruce. What's up, buddy? Tackle this. Oh, look who it is. What's up, Hoonigan? You logging too, you said? He said, I'll be logging with you, buddy. I don't see you out here. Where are you at? He must be way on their side over there. Here with me in spirit. Yeah, happy Friday, everybody. So yeah, I think what we're gonna do here, just to start off, we're gonna go up here, we're gonna bunch the rest of those. But I think just to make some room here, what we're gonna do is jump in the processor. Is kind of what I was just doing. We're gonna jump in the processor here. We're gonna fire it up and get busy. Oh, I meant to turn my HUD back on. I can't tell what's going on without my gauges. I said it was on. No, that one's off probably. There we are. Shut the machines on. Yep, we're good to go. So we're still running fives up here. I was talking about doing like full trees just to get through it fastest, but I think we'll still get better money if we're doing fives versus doing the full tree. You're waiting for the map to load? That's funny. Are you actually, are you playing on this map, or what map are you going to be on there again? So yeah, we have to get enough of these sticks here, and these are, you know how it goes on this mountainside. Getting enough for a full truck takes a little bit, so I'll have to like kind of process through these pretty quick. And you guys see it's November. I just rolled into November. It got dark on me last night, so I sped the time up and was getting busy over here. Saturday now? No, it's still Friday. I'm in the future. You guys are in the past. Ah, why does it do that? Because sometimes what it does, it doesn't like register the that's what I was talking about last time. Like when I grab this piece here, if it's back like into the saw like that, or into the rollers almost, usually if it's back like behind the this actual cutting saw, it won't register. Like right now it won't register. I'm hitting the button to have it like auto feed in, but if you're like this and you hit it, it like actually registers. So now it's actually locked in to actually cut. Kind of weird that it does that. So if you're like hovering over another stick that's like closer to it, it's gonna try to grab that one. I just gotta make sure I'm rolled up far enough. Piney Acres, okay. I have not played that one. Who's that one by? Sounds like a map by the Shanty Boys. No, it's the other way around. No, I'm in the future. Past happens first, and you guys already happened. Your 10 o'clock already came there, Bruce. I've had this discussion before. I thought it was the other way around as well, but the past comes first. That's why it's the past. The future hasn't happened yet. So like the future's in front of me still, you know. So the what's behind me is the past. You gotta always look back to the past, or you guys are looking ahead to the future, you know. So it's like it's kind of weird because you guys are in the past, so it's like gotta figure out what like the lottery numbers were, you know. People used to ask me, "Hey, what's the lottery numbers?" I'm like, "Oh, I don't know. It hasn't happened yet," you know. Still Friday for you? Heck yeah. It's Friday somewhere. Grab two. I pulled a bunch of trees up here. I did like delimb them a little bit so I could see into the piles. Just getting so kind of crowded. All right, come on. Just trying to get some of these trees from this side to that way I can just, you know, work on the other trees that are. They should be kind of lined up with the bunk here. This pile I'm making. It's deep. It's funny. Oh yeah, I've had that conversation a bunch of times. we go deeper. That log rolling off the pile there. Oh well, we'll fix those up. It's all about the space-time continuum, you know. What I'm actually gonna do is try to push all these over on this side. I know it's not proper. That'd be really bad for this processor head in real life. A lot of moving parts there. You don't want to damage the tool, you know. There's a lot of trees here. I'm just trying to be able to grab, you know, just a few out at a time, type of thing. If 3 hours behind, well, that just means I'm in the future, not in the past. The past happened already. You're in the past, Bruce. Your time passed already, so you're in the past. Like I said, we've gotten pretty depth conversations about about that. Like I said, I used to think it was the other way around too, because the future is like, I was like, oh yeah, what happened? Because I could like ask you guys like the lottery numbers because your time already passed. You know what I mean? So it's kind of weird if you think about it like that. Like you guys are in the future because it already happened, but really it's in the past. And time is a weird thing. That's why, you know, humans made up time. Time is kind of irrelevant to like actual like universal stuff, you know. That's why time doesn't matter. We just try to put a number on it so we could quantify like anything about it because it's so vast, you know what I mean? Like we're not even on, if you think of time, like humans aren't even on the time scale. They wrote down a list of like the top 1,000 things that ever happened in its existence, you know, we would not be even close to the list. That way we could just even try to get around our small minds of time, you know. To give you the lottery numbers as long as you share, as long as I share. I'll share. Shoot, I'll give you half. All right, give me the numbers. I'll turn them in. That's 50-50. They say sharing is caring, right? Oh, that was a pretty big piece, actually. Actually, I have been putting these over here. these pieces. There's a couple other ones sitting right there too. I think I do have a couple in the pile though. I wonder how many trees it's actually going to take to, I never did like actually figure that out, how many trees it takes to fill a truck. Here's one of those too. And these bits, I've just been selling those ends, or just getting rid of them with Yos's sell point there. What's up, Timbo? How's it going? That's true, yeah. Oh, yeah, we've talked about it. It's, you can get pretty deep in that conversation, and really it's all like, who really knows, right? If you ask me, if you want to ask me what time I think it is, it's all the same time everywhere we're at. You know, it's all, we should all be on the same time everywhere. Just because it takes time to travel across a thing, you know, to do something, doesn't make any difference, right? Daylight savings and stuff, it doesn't really, it's all just a time thing, you know, it doesn't really make any difference. It's all about having daylight hours for your outside workers. Back when people had workers they didn't pay, you know what I mean? Gotta keep all the workers the busiest. And really it is all about daylight, like the sun, right? But still. Should still all be on the same time, I guess. I don't know, it's weird to think about that, you know? There's reasons behind why we do what we do, but still, why? You always gotta ask why. I'm sure some super smart person out there can explain it to me. Let's see, can I drag these a little bit closer now? Some more closer for now.
When you buy Kroger brand products,
oh, cool. We got
like
add to on here.
That's because they offer proven quality at lower than low prices.
Shut up.
In fact, we guarantee that you...
That's cool. Oh, sorry, I wasn't expecting that. Hopefully I don't get any issues about that. Cool. That was from I have Spotify on, but it's not. I don't pay for the premium. I forgot about that. Because it was just through Creator Mix. Well, the music's fine, but I don't know about ads and whatnot, so let's go back to this for now. Whoa. It's a loud one. Sorry about that. I'll be right with everybody. They don't have the one I was looking for. This one will work. Yeah, it's all off Creator Mix from Nick and D Nimin, if you guys ever follow them at all. He said, but we humans have complicated things. Oh, that's not good, Timbo. Hey, Chase, what's up, buddy? Good to see you here with us. Say hey, boo thing. What's up, Chase? All right, there we got some tunes again. Yeah, that sucks, Timbo. Let's just keep on rolling on this. I mean, I bet it's like to fill the truck with one load of logs. It is like, oh, I forgot to replace some money that I did try that Edison truck. I had it on here and I tried loading up the trailer and stuff. I'm not sure if Keith is here, and I'll tell him too probably when he gets here, but I was trying to load up that trailer, the one that like loads up on top of the back of the truck trailer part, you know, when you stack up like a log truck, and that thing would not load. It was all getting bound up on itself. I tried a bunch of different times and it's kind of getting frustrated. So I had like the leasing costs of all that and tried a few different things out. I was going to replace $45,000 that I actually spent that might as well have not spent it all because it didn't work out like I wanted it to. The Edison's a nice truck, but loading up that trailer on the back was just like the dolly front end of it was just kind of all over the place, and it's actually kind of being stupid. But how many trees do you think are here? What, 30 trees or so? All bouncing around. There might be quite a few trees still here, so I probably had like what, 50 trees sitting here. I don't want to keep track, especially these smaller trees. It's like we gotta do so many to get through it all. Oh, what's that? Yeah, where I was grabbing some of these trees from, where I was bunching them. Some of that ground is so uneven. Oh man, it's gonna do it again. Look at that. So weird. So now we gotta spit this one back out. It might actually cut both. Nope, it only cut the one that was registered in there. It's so weird. I just gotta stay away from the pile until I know that log is going through there. The Tony Soprano treatment. Go over there and bust some knees. Just cleaning up the kids from the, or clean up the house from the kids wrecking it. Dude, I know all too well about that. I just got done doing that again myself. Again and again. The never-ending battle of kid mess. We have a little one too, so that's why I like worry about it the most. Because the other kids will just make a big old mess, but then the baby doesn't know. And he's all walking around and doing everything. Oh, I got a nice little kind of a glitchy glitch there. Ninja, what's up, buddy? How's Ninja Farmer doing? Thanks for stopping by, buddy. Little buddy. Yeah, Ninja, you gotta come hang out when I do my 3K little subscriber special, you know, little whatever you want to call it. Just a little 3K celebration little thing. You gotta come and do some forestry with us, buddy. I'm gonna put together a whole server and all that, and I'll put stuff on that pretty much everybody can do. It doesn't have to be just this. You will have to be on PC. You know, there'll be a few things. Pretty much you have to be on PC, and I'll have all kinds of stuff set up. You can run truck, or it could be stuff from like the expansion pack, you know, forestry stuff for that, or I'll probably have this Ponzi harvester and stuff on. We'll just do all kinds of stuff, and more or less we'll just come and hang out, you know. I just want everybody to come, and I'm gonna try to get a 16 slot server. Yeah, I'll probably get it for a few months, so get a little login thing going. That thing's not responding. You have a Facebook page with a lot of active people. You might, oh yeah. Call, yeah, for sure. Say, yep, our youngest is 8 months, but the older kids just leave it. Man, dude, I can't relate more. Because the baby, he's 14 months, but you know, between 8 and 14 months, at 8 months, he's probably starting to get ready to move around and start getting into stuff. So stuff needs to get put up, right? I'm gonna go ahead and save it where we're at real quick. Oh, Keith is not here. There he is. What's up, buddy? I'm not sure if you heard, I was talking about the that had the Edison on here, which actually just reminds me I have to replace $45,000 back to myself of some couple busts I had. I got that trailer all set up, all forestry Edison style, but that dollied front end, I was having a right mare, as Felden would say. trying to get that trailer on the back of the thing. Like I was being patient too. I was trying. I couldn't pick it up from the little loop where you grab it and pick it up. It wouldn't grab. There's no collision on that little bit there. So pretty much I'm just like grabbing the end of it from like the spine of the trailer, you know, like the rails, grabbing it from there and trying to pick it up, and the dolly front end was all over the place, and even tried to lean it forward to try to have the dolly front end kind of sit forward as I leaned it up on top. I tried a bunch of different times and just kind of getting annoyed after a while about it, so I returned all that, but I just replaced the leasing costs and stuff that I spent. So you can actually drop this. What is that, X? No, I want to drop. What is drop? Drop. Oh, Shift X. Actually want to cut that end off of there. Don't like that weird end. So some of the spots I was bunching, it was just tough getting to the tree. I gotta scoot it forward. See, I was almost down there again. I would have picked up a tree out of the pile. But I think probably to fill the truck, it'd probably take between like 50 and 100 trees or more. Like, it's crazy. Oh, I didn't mean to. My saw blade down. I just raised it up all the way to make sure it's out of the way. Yeah, after we get through this pile here, I do want to go up and we're going to finish off the last trees up on the hill before we load the truck and take all that stuff. He said hi, Keith. He might be. Nah, I'm just joking. I'm sure he's taking something. You know, Keith is in pain, so I'm sure he's medicated on something. If not, it sucks. Hopefully you have something to help with the pain. Keith went and banged himself up. Once again, I just gotta make sure I must have locked in, but I was gonna roll it forward a little bit. I didn't think it grabbed it. The wrong high. Allegedly. Yeah. Yeah, for sure, Timbo. When are you yeah, Timbo said it, but CBW, when are you gonna stream again? I know life gets all hectic, but man, we love having your streams. Everybody likes your streams, buddy. I know it's been a while, you know, and just life and stuff, but man, if you jumped on there and just turned on the game and the camera, oh yeah, everybody would show up. It's hard not to come into one of your streams and say hi. Hopefully Dirt Farmer's doing good too. I liked his content a lot, and his streams and stuff were always really good. I don't know, every time I thought about like either one of you guys, it always kind of one and the other kind of go together for me, I guess. It's always kind of how I felt with you two. But yeah, hopefully he's doing well. He's a nice dude. I know he had like, you know, he got the job on a different farm, and it wasn't his farm anymore. I know how it goes when you start getting busy doing work somewhere else and kind of changing. Sometimes you just gotta change up. Sometimes just life changes, you know what I mean, and you have to kind of roll with it. Jim's been bugging you a lot. Yeah, he's been missing us, huh? You gotta give him an extra treat for us, right? Give some extra loves for us. Not a bad stack, but like I said, I probably had like 50 trees there. I bet we have like maybe close to 20 that we still have to haul in. Let's see if I can get these closer still. There still might be like almost 20 trees here. Man, that one got chopped up right there. Not sure what happened to that one, or that one, or that one. Oh man, you know, when I was coming through here delimbing, that might have happened. That's gonna slow down the process of getting material on the truck. Yeah, that sucks. That's right, it'll just kind of come out of the smalls. And speaking of that, we'll go ahead and get rid of some of these. That way we don't have so many bits sitting around the map. Let's see, we got 4, 5. All right, we don't have 20. We have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's like 14 trees there. Something like that. Not bad, but I bet we had like probably close to 50 trees here. I did pull quite a few trees up last night. Since we had so much room up there on the hill too, it was making bunching real easy. So I went up and was doing some bunching, and like a lot of we did some bunching last time on here before we left. But a lot of what I did, like a lot of these trees right here, I did last night. Last night and right now too, it's like the first stream, I guess I would say, that I've done the 1.5 update on this map. Oh, that's where some of the money was that I spent. I'm pretty sure I bought the trailer that's hooked up to the truck now, because there must have been an update on that triple bunk trailer, because remember I already had that one. So I rebought that. That's where I was wondering why the leasing was so much, because I only bought, or at least the Edison and the trailer. But that's all. I wish that connection on that head wasn't so dang glitchy. Someday. Even if you go watch FDR streams, it looks, his doesn't look as much as that. It has to do with the graphics too, but it still happens on his as well. Quite a lot. I think that's why he likes using that dangle head the most, because it kind of takes away some of that. With this fixed head, it's just like, it doesn't have any like freedom to move. It's just moves itself around like that. Oh, better put that saw blade back up. Okay, it was up. That's weird. Making firewood. So I'm trying to pull these trees over more. Still kind of got the sniffles too going on. Just kind of still been under the weather. Kind of the kids are getting it too. I think maybe the kids might have already had it and they gave it to me because they went out to like the Nickel Arcade and did a bunch of stuff over the weekend, and I think they might have gave it to me. Because I didn't go with them to do all that. The baby and I stayed home. Yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying all this logging stuff. I haven't done much farming, just, you know, when I'm with like Heath and Cobble and Tire Dragon and everybody, Ninja and everybody over there, Staggy Poo. That's like the only farming I've really been doing recently, which I do need to get on that server and do some work over there. I kind of been missing it. But, oh, dang, I did that again. See that? All right, go ahead and process that log. Let's see, I'll hold it out there until I cut it again, but it doesn't cut the one. So, that's stupid. It's just like, I guess it's just like, you know, it reading the, whatever the closest log to that sensor is. Silly game stuff, because that wouldn't happen in real life. Yeah, hopefully you guys just enjoying all this forestry. It's been kind of like trying to keep the channel forestry related. You know, that way when people are coming to watch, they know what's going to be here, and just trying to be consistent with the content, you know, trying to niche down a little bit there, niche down, however you want to say it. But I will be doing like some stuff. I do like digging, I guess, too. It's either going to be like forestry or digging with the excavator type of stuff. I thought about getting back on like no man's land and like digging a river or something like that. Sounds kind of fun. Scooping a bunch of gravel and kind of making a snake through the map type of thing. Just not even like a long series or streams. Just every once in a while get on there and move some material. It's always fun. Get on Mr. T-Bone's map or something like that. And like Muhlenberg County has that coal mine and clay and river sand and all that stuff. I thought about doing some more of that kind of stuff too. But actually, like trying to terraform, I like doing the terraform stuff. It's pretty cool. It's not just like digging, you know, stuff that somebody placed there. It's you're digging up the map. You know, it's kind of a little different. Different feel too when you're actually like just digging, because you could go pretty far on no man's land, especially on the areas that are up higher, because it does have a water table, so when you dig down it has like water underneath it too. But it's not just like, oh, you can only dig out this amount of stuff, you know what I mean? Because if you just dig out all the diggable, say the diggable dirt, you know, whatever, then it's all gone after that. You have to like put some back to dig again. Hey, there's Feldon. What's up, buddy? Yeah, usually I go, those kids bring it home for sure. You like logging, like you said, FDR and FDR and myself are the only ones that you watch that log. Okay. Oddly transparent. Feldon, I hope you're doing good, buddy. You got more into logging because watching what I do? Oh, that's cool. Well, that's good to hear. I just try to show it more. I really like watching FDR do his thing, and like you guys know, I've always liked trees, even way before the FDR stuff, right? Because that's just always I've always liked logging, but being a console logger is a lot different, huh? So being on PC and being able to have the joysticks and run all the FDR stuff is like kind of what I've always wanted to do. For all those years that some of you guys watched me, this is what I've always wanted to do. You guys know that already. But doing like the pioneering small equipment, that's why I wish we had if I had one wish on the game for equipment, it would be old logging stuff. Like Keith, you're showing me that yarder. I might try it out. I haven't really looked into that too much from what I saw of what you sent me. But so just some old logging equipment would be so cool. Like on the was that platinum expansion with silver run and all that. They were getting it kind of right with like the Volvo BM, that little small with the loader deal in the back, or the Komatsu, the older Komatsu. Like, man, they're onto something there. Actually, this is a pretty good piece. This is probably one of those trees that I had lopped off the end. Let's go ahead and get that put on there. But yeah, some of that older equipment, even like that, but older even. But they were onto the right track there with that kind of older style equipment. Even that older BM tractor as well. Is that what that was? Oh yeah, Poto. A little bug crawled on my leg. You said you used to watch Poto, but you haven't seen him in a long time. Yeah, he hasn't been on a long time. Yeah, Poto's the homie. He was actually, like, out of all the operators, like, I could probably hang with him now, if not better than him now in the forestry stuff. I hope he hears that too, so he can get back and kick my butt. But when it comes to like excavating and moving dirt and stuff like that, there's nobody else better in Farm Sim on YouTube than Poto. He's the best excavator operator I've seen play the game. But he also did it in real life too, and did it for a living. So anybody who does it for a living has way more experience, like the real life experience. Like you can't learn that in a game, you know. But yeah, just even like in different views and stuff, he just like he didn't even think about moving the bucket. The bucket just moved with his brain, you know what I mean? Like, so he could be in like different views and stuff like that. And like I try to do the same thing. That's why I like started doing that. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. I could do that. And I have a little bit of experience. I've run like smaller excavator type of deals, Bobcat type stuff in real life. So like that's why I was like, oh yeah, that's cool. And on the game and stuff too, I could do that. I hope I already ran it. Let's actually go ahead and open that up. And what was that? Shift X to drop. I actually let it drop. Oh, I better get that saw up though. Look, I almost cut the tree down there. Not yet. Not yet. Want to cut like, you know, that much. And this saw will stay down if you leave it down too, so you have to make sure you push it back up out of the way. It's not just like a chop and retract itself. Oh man, I really did that again. Shh. That's pretty annoying. It doesn't like mess anything up, it's just stupid. I just need to be more of aware of that. Like I said, that would never happen in real life. Alright, so that's all of our trees. Yeah, he was good, yeah, for sure. And what sucks too is you go look for his channel. His channel's not there anymore. It's kind of lame. He had some cool ideas and just kind of... What was tough about Poto is he had all the right stuff going on, but he had to take it too serious because it was his livelihood and he's doing it for a living. So when you do stuff for a living, it kind of sometimes takes the fun out of it. So if what you're doing as like a creator to make money isn't working, you have to switch up what you're doing. I totally get that. But you know, it's just this channel was always to have fun and play the game. We're playing Farming Simulator, like, you know, there's no drama or nothing. We're just always came to have a good time and hang out and chill and chat and stuff on stream. And you know, if it led to something, it led to something. If not, we're just all here to have a good time and chill and kick it, you know. But then when your livelihood's like, also another great channel, it's probably might be to the end of that too, is Frosty, because YouTube is dicking him around. I'm not sure what's going on with all that, but he's over on Twitch. If anybody wants to check Frosty out, he's over on Twitch. I talked to them today. But you know, 10,000 or more subscribers on his channel, you know, 300 viewers consistently on his streams. And then not sure what's going on with the YouTube side of things. I want to talk to him more about that. But again, like that type of setup is he's doing it for a living, you know. Can't really You know, you can't just like, all right, I'm not gonna, you know, I don't know. It's like just it's different when you have to do it to support your family and whatnot. Nope. It's easier to take risks on this kind of stuff if you don't have anything to risk. You know, oops. Oh, I didn't see. Oh, I dropped that one. I thought I just knocked over the one tree. Darn it. That was a big tree too. I should try to. I might just try to drag that thing out of here real quick. You said Miss Frosty, you found Frosty through Poto and through me. That's funny too, because I also found Frosty through Poto. I didn't know who Frosty was. Like Frosty and Tens and even like Raya stream. You guys ever check out Raya? He's pretty funny. I found all those guys and like Coop stream and all them through Poto. So I even know any of them because they're all on the Facebook streaming side. That was a big old chunky tree there. I might actually just try to go this side, lay up a bunch on this side, kind of where I was working. Hey Diana, how's it going? I actually didn't recognize your name there at first, besides like your blue wrench, I guess, and you changed your logo. It's not just a blue, or was it a brown D for Diana, right? I think that's what it was for a long time. Oh no. I don't want to knock these trees down. It's like a cliff on the backside there. Stay there. Maybe I shouldn't put more right there. He said, yeah, you went to watch Poto and he was streaming with Frosty, so that's how it started. And were they doing forestry type of stuff, or were they doing like Call of Duty? Because Frosty and Poto and like Josh Stearman, all those guys all used to play Warzone all the time, and they were crushing too. Poto's a cold piece of work on Call of Duty. Ah, man, I hope those trees don't go down the hill. We'll have to go get them. Look at how oh, I see why it looked like that. It looked like my grapple was not working, but my secondary was not closed. You watched a guy once that takes multiplayer construction streams way too serious. Like borderline freak out serious. Yeah, it's no fun. You doing okay? Okay, that's good, that's good. Oh, that's your custom-made brownie lady logo? Oh, Bonehead made it for you? Oh, that's cool. I'll have to look at it a little closer later. That's nice of him. I suppose you did need a logo. Hey, what's up, Eric? I didn't even see you in chat. My bad. I'm looking up, seeing there. Eric Balls in chat, Mr. T-Bone. What's up, Mr. T-Bone? Appreciate you stopping in. I know you're busy right now, doing stuff. Says he has a busy weekend ahead of himself there. Appreciate you stopping by. Has anybody heard of a person named Farmer Hardy? No, I have not, no. The OT, how's the map? Yeah, sorry, I didn't even see you there. Like for some reason your name and the E on your little thing there just blends right in there. Which map are you talking about, Mr. T-Bone? If you're talking about any of your maps, of course you know they're good. This map is not bad either, but I do like your Blue Spruce Ridge. I like the forestry stuff the most, like Skull Crush and Blue Spruce. Those are more of my favorites, but you know the farming ones are also really cool. farming, forestry, and mining, and all that fun stuff. I tried to start a series. I did do a recording on Skull Crush, but my audio's pretty terrible. So I just gotta either figure out how to fix that, or because it didn't sound the same as like my streams do. I recorded it through my Streamlabs OBS, so I just gotta figure out different recording. I don't want to do like a voiceover. I don't want to redo it. I like what I was saying and what I was doing. You know, it's just like it didn't sound good. It looked fine. My recording looked okay, as good as I could get it. You know, about like this. Oh, they're on Backroads County map. If they were doing farming, if they were actually farming, Poto wasn't there. Poto never farmed. But if they were doing like forestry or digging, then it's very possible that Poto was there. The last thing that they were doing together was when Poto was over there trying to make a golf course. Well, he wasn't trying, he was making a golf course on Homorcra. Go back to one of my old streams too, I was talking about that, because one of the areas that he was actually going to be bringing one of the holes through was right there where I'm doing where I have like my sawmills and stuff on Homorcra. So what I was actually going to do was set up kind of like where it'll look like him down there digging, you know, or like his site type of thing. And we're like, when we take loads to go sell to the other mill, we're going to like drive by Poto's kind of setup. And that never happened because he stopped doing that, and you know, just everything didn't align how it was going to. But I always kind of thought it'd be fun to run like a multiplayer game type of thing, but just be into one farm and have multiple kind of work sites set up around the map of different stuff going on, but you're just, you know, doing your own thing. That makes sense. Just like when I wanted to do like logging during the day as like a logger like this. Oh, I have to sneeze. Oh, sorry about that. But yeah, I wanted to do a logger by day and then, you know, homesteading by night, where you could just like switch over the multiplayer game and then you could be on the other equipment, the other stuff, you know, where you're not tabbing back and forth through like your work equipment. Have I tried the Shanty Forest map? It's our... Is that what it's called? This is Shanty Forest map? No, I haven't. And I will too. That's actually a good idea, because remember I was saying I want to stick to certain maps and get it done. Like, you know, on Blue Spruce I have a bunch going on, and I think I want to start doing homesteading. I probably just stream it. I tried doing like some recordings. Yeah, I'm not quite there yet. I'll practice more, but I do want to run that map and do a homestead, so I'll probably start doing my homesteads live stream series on Skull Crush pretty soon. But I do want to go around and just check out different forestry maps like I was doing on like Enders and stuff like that. I won't be doing too much more on that map, maybe a little bit, but more or less I want to try just different forestry maps and check out different trees and all that kind of stuff, you know what I mean? Oh yeah, they were doing a construction sim together for sure. You watched him do the golf course thing? Heck yeah. Yeah, he had a whole golf course thing set up on No Man's Land. That's when I first started watching him. Yeah, I just turned on the tube and seeing what was all going on. Just not even like, you know, my subscription feed, just homepage, and I was like, oh, that looks interesting. Some excavating, you know, on No Man's Land, so I checked that out, and his quality is really good too, so that's where it all started. He was a Facebook streamer too. That's actually where he actually started. He had, oh, did I drop that tree? Oh no, don't grab it. Grab it, grab it, grab it. Oh, grab it, don't let it fall. I hope it doesn't fall all the way down. I tried to grab it before it fell. Oh, we're lucky. I'm lucky, I guess, right? Not you guys. Now I just gotta actually grab it off the ground here. There we go. I thought it was gonna fall down because I'm pretty sure. Let's actually see where we're going here. Oh yeah, there's a cliff there. See, yeah, it's pretty steep back there on that side. That's where we're logging up here on the very top of the map. And we're almost done. Look how many trees I already got out of here. Oh, the Shanty Forest map was your first one you made on 22? Oh. Okay, I better watch where I'm going. Well, man, if it's the one that you did, Mr. T-Bone, I'll definitely be giving that a look, you know? I still have to check out your, what is that, Birch Hollows? Is that what that was called? There's that one you did. Yeah, I might try to haul this big tree out of the way real quick. Shut the blade off. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to haul this big sucker out of the way so I can keep bunching up there on top. Hoonigan's still lurking. What's up, buddy? So we'll fire this up. It is only, I guess it is almost 4 o'clock. It's kind of dark over here. I tried to have good lighting today, but it's kind of dark. It is November, you know, but it's 73 degrees. Little overcast, little clouds, but mostly sunny. It's actually pretty nice time of the year right now. So I'm just kind of getting over here because that tree will try to slide down on the left side there. Oh, let's make sure this is on. This is a big tree though. It's one of the bigger trees that are on here on this map. Let's get this one hooked up and drag it out of the way. And like after, you know, we have these 2 trees here, just kind of holding this bunch up here. We'll finish off here. We'll get these trees pulled out of there. We'll get those 2 trees down. And then more or less we just gotta get these trees out of the way and kind of start going through here. I'm not sure how much we're gonna get of that tonight. But after this hilltop is done and like all the stumps and stuff are removed. Oh, you're off to bed, Diana? Oh, well, thanks for stopping by, my friend. Keep making those brownies. Don't let Keith give you too hard of a time. Yeah, we're just gonna jump in here and pull this one back. And the retrieve on this is way faster than that skidder. That Ranger skidder should, or was that Clark? Was that Clark Ranger? I forget what that one was. Oh, so he's trying to go down the hill. Oh, we got it though. Slow down, do a little bit. Slow retrieve there just to kind of get it up off the ground, and then we'll walk it back. I didn't see how many logs actually were sitting there stacked up on the grapple on the loader. So we'll just drop it there. But then we got to push it over. This is just such a long tree. Yeah, send me whatever, Eric. Mr. T-Bone. I'm just gonna leave this on. We'll be hauling trees out pretty soon. Let's go up here and excuse me, finish bunching. Because we're almost there. We don't have too many more. Fire up the blade again. I guess I did have this one that kind of came in here kind of weird. It was like that one and that big tree I dropped. I think we're just gonna keep on stacking them all on this side. Just because they're all kind of sitting there together pretty good. The new 1.5 update, I feel like the stumps are able to like get them out of the ground easier now. With this little head on this thing, the mulcher head. And I could do it too where it like destroys the ground, like mulches the ground underneath it. But I like just cutting the tree and not leaving a big mark in the ground. It's kind of cool, like looking back and seeing all the spots where the trees were, I guess, you know, if you're gonna think about it like that. Just want to drop any of these trees down that cliffside. I think there is actually one tree that I have to go and yeah, I don't want us to get in trouble by having fallen trees on the road where we shouldn't have, you know, so just so we avoid any other fines or anything like that. I think in the contract somewhere it shows that, you know, no stumps, no trees and debris left type of thing. And they were actually talking about maybe seeing if we wanted to do a reforestation project up here. At first I thought somebody else was going to be doing all the tree planting and reforestation up here, but apparently they're trying to see if we wanted to do it. which is fine. I just don't have the equipment for it, so I have to charge them a little extra to plant, you know, leasing costs or any of that kind of stuff. That might have to be after winter time. We'll see. Oh, that's crazy. We just go down to our last two trees here, chat, up on the hill. Crazy. Hey, Luke, how's it going there, buddy? Welcome to the stream. Just up here on Axe Mountain, getting the last little bit of this mountain top all buttoned up. Just got a contract with this land owner here. It's not a federal contract, it's just a private contract. If we get it done before winter time, we get a bonus. If not, could be facing the opposite of that, the big fine. But I think we're looking pretty good, even though Cobble hasn't been here helping me. I might still give him half. He might still get half. Alright, we're just gonna run this down the hill. That was the last of that up on top, which is crazy. Yeah, there's a lot of work we did. A lot of work I did. Yeah, there's still a pretty good amount of stumps I'll go through, and yeah, I've been using the chainsaw mostly for that. So I'm just gonna leave this right up here, I think, because we'll be coming right here next to get these two trees out of the way. I was just keeping those there. That way these didn't try to, like, these other trees that I already harvested weren't trying to roll down the hill. Alright, we'll shut that down. In just 1 second, chat, I'll be right back. You guys don't go anywhere, I'll be right back. All right, sorry about that. I am back. Appreciate you guys all being here. If anybody's new to the stream and you guys are enjoying this stuff, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications so you guys know when I go live. I go live usually every Wednesday, every Friday, every once in a while, Sunday stream as well. So make sure you guys are ready for that same time, 10 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. But yeah, if you guys are enjoying it, make sure you guys also smash that thumbs up button. So do you remember a logging video that was a skidder pulling a big spiky wheel thing that ripped stumps right out and chewed everything else up? That's crazy. I think I've seen some crazy like stump grinder type of machines like that. Yeah, we're gonna leave that there. We'll get those couple trees. Let's see, did I leave that machine on? I think I did. All right, FDR. He said when I did my short, and he said I was talking about, it was a while back too. I've had more since then, but I had like 10 trees hooked up on this thing. With that the Timber Max T20 yarder. There's quite a few trees here. We'll see how many that we could actually hook up, because he told me I had to step up my numbers. He said those are rookie numbers. So how many trees can this thing actually do? Quite a few, especially if they're all bunched up like this together. I don't know if we're going to be able to grab all of them either. There could be some that are sitting a little bit farther back that we're not seeing. So I'll try to hook up every single one that I see and that can reach. Am I in Oregon? Oh yeah, I'm in Oregon. Oregon is in me, you know what I mean? It's the heart is here. But yeah, I'm always in Oregon. I was actually born in California. I was born in Santa Barbara, California, but I moved up to Oregon when I was like a year old. And I've been in Oregon, more or less in and outside of Portland my entire life. Oh, we can still hook up to that one. Man, how many is he gonna let us hook up here? As many as I can, right? Until the rope. There's only so much you get of length after your first tree is hooked up. So if you like hook one here and run across the way, and you can't hook up more. But Luke, are you in Oregon? That's the better question. You guys know I'm in Oregon. I'm Oregon trees. Oregon trees are everywhere in Oregon. Did that one get hooked up? Nope. Glad I saw that. See, did that one get hooked up? Did now. See, did we get this one hooked up? Did now. All right, what is that? How many trees is there? That's a lot. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Like close to 30 trees. Look how look how all those cables look down there coming out of that thing. All right, FDR, this one's for you, buddy. Let's give her a pull. See if she doesn't just tip right over, right? Born and raised in Squim. Heck yeah, Port Angeles area. I know Squim. Nuclear Salmon isn't too far from you. I think he's more on the western side, or maybe he's like in the Puget Sound area. I forget exactly where Nuke is at, but I think he's more towards, I know he's like on the Olympic Peninsula side. You think FDR would be proud? Young grasshopper. But see, the thing is too, when you start getting over here, all those trees are gonna try to go down the cliff. We don't want that. We don't want that. Kind of pushing that one, the tall tree out of the way there, but more or less, you also don't want to go swinging the boom around, because you can like move the trees in a hurry. I guess I did get some slack. But I'm gonna try to pull them more so like this direction over here. And we are getting some tension on that. It's like quite a few. Oh, I was like, why did that sound stop? I hit B instead of N. Be no bueno amigo. Heck yeah. Let's think of like all the trees fell off, and then you know, the machine would go with it. At least in real life. Portland looks a little sketchy these days. Yeah, it does. It all depends on where you go. But it's seen better days for sure. Like especially like downtown area and stuff. Good. Nobody come to Portland. Portland sucks. Back in my day when I was a kid, everyone's like, "Oh, Portland is beautiful, this and that," and everybody and their mama moved here. So yeah, nobody needs to move here anymore. Everybody keep thinking that it's a poop hole here. Don't move here. Unless it's you guys, of course. You guys can move here. You guys are all good in my book. But it's like everybody moved here. Prices, everything went way up. Traffic went up. You know, I've been here for 37 years of my life. So I've seen stuff kind of change throughout the time, you know. Back when it was farmland, now it's tall buildings and condos and stuff like that. Apartment buildings and kind of crazy. All the development, all the home developments everywhere for that were farmland when I was a kid and stuff. Didn't notice which way the machine was facing. You never seen a person pass out standing up while bent over and they don't fall over? Yeah, not even in the high winds, right? Yeah, if you want to see some of that, come to Portland. You want to see cop cars lit on fire? Come to Portland. Yeah, Mr. T-Bone says FDR is awesome. If it was not for him, that he would not be making maps. So yeah, for sure. Because you told me that, shut this down for a sec. You told me that FDR was the first, this was the reason why you started making maps, right? All right, so we have all these trees here. I think I'm going to start loading the truck, kind of see where we're at with that. Would let me in. Hopefully these don't all go falling over here. Whole pile's kind of a little wonky here. See if I can't straighten that up a bit first. Pretty quiet in this cab. Get out of the cab, it's like, I guess it's not too loud. This machine's not too loud, I guess. I didn't notice the pile was going so far over like that. I get these little pieces out of the way again too. Come on. So you got a buddy on Facebook, we call each other twins because you swear he's my twin, but he lives up that way in Oregon. Oh, heck yeah. Yeah, I live like, you know, Portland metro sort of area, a little outside of there most of the time. I haven't lived like in Portland for a long time. We're actually in Oregon City if anybody really wants to know where I'm at. Come see me. I got no shame in telling you guys where I'm at. You guys don't know my name. Most of you guys don't. Like my real name or any of that, but I don't have too much to hide. But I work in Portland. I've been at the same shop there for almost 10 years. May 20th will be 10 years at the same shop. Which I've came quite a ways at the shop since I've been there, and I'm actually now like the wood shop lead, so there's like technically a shop supervisor. He doesn't supervise anything. But I'm the lead in the wood shop. I handle all the projects to make sure it goes how it's supposed to go. Do all the fancy stuff. My right-hand man, Brian's actually out in a hand surgery. He's getting old. He's getting old on me. He's 64 now. He's out on surgery. He's supposed to be gone for like 3 months. You say, yeah, FDR's a beast? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, his whole crew of guys over there are actually really good. I like watching their videos and stuff. Alright, so we're gonna load this front one first here. If I can. We'll just keep moving the truck forward. We might have enough here to load the truck. I always say that, and then we're short, you know, like 3 or 4 trees. But I did cut, you guys saw I cut a lot of trees. Whoa. Don't do that. Don't do that. If that did happen, that wouldn't be the first time, right? I've done that before. I used to kind of wreck stuff pretty hard. Be watching on TV, just want to be in a chat. All right, Mr. T-Bone, thank you, buddy. Hope you have a good weekend. Hopefully everything goes well for you. See you on the flip side, right? More or less, he said I'll be back on Monday-ish time. Bunch of family stuff he has to deal with. You know, all that wanted to stay up there. We're just gonna keep that one full like that. It's actually a pretty good fill. Yeah, they said they make it look effortless. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, a couple of the guys are good. Like that kind of good. But the rest of them are just like a solid crew, you know? But definitely FDR makes it look pretty darn easy. I just gotta keep practicing. I feel like I'm getting okay. If I did this for a living, I would have a lot more practice. I heard he said something about he works at like a dump or something now, is where he works. So I wonder if he's like running like a loader or some kind of big claw machine like this to load trash or recycles type, you know, stuff. Which would also be kind of cool. Like the smell wouldn't be cool. But running equipment like that would also be kind of fun. I just like operating. If I had the chance to operate whatever in real life, I'm gonna take it every time. Alright, I think I'm gonna pull the truck up. Spin this loader around. I try to go like one facing forward, one facing back type of thing. These smaller trees don't do that as much though. There we go. That wasn't too bad. Yeah, I'm gonna move up the truck. Make this a little bit easier. Almost thought that stick was gonna fall back out again. Oh, I'm pretty good too. Oh, thanks. I appreciate you saying that. I try. It takes practice, you know. If you've been watching me for a while, you know that you've been watching me. You know how it used to be, which I always still like tried. You know, I just never had the proper stuff. That front bunk looked taller than it. It looked a lot more full than it actually is. Maybe I'll throw some more on there too. Strap these down. Yeah, we'll get a full load today. We'll do that. It's Friday. Why not, right? Same here, Luke. What do you mean same here? Not sure what you mean by that. I'm not sure what this music is. We gotta change this up. That bedtime music. Oh, it's because it changed from what I was listening to. I was listening to Creator Mix. Yeah, well, how about some rock for a bit, huh? That's better. This still is Creator Mix, one of their other albums. Let's go. Heck yeah. Talk about the full load. Yeah, we're doing that tonight, chat. I'll still be around for a while. We're just gonna sit here and hang out. It's Friday. Still Friday here. Still Friday. I do want to unstrap the load though. The logs just seem to settle a lot better if you have all of them unloaded first. Or all of them unloaded, all of them unstrapped first. Yeah, we'll definitely throw at least another grab or so on the front. Maybe more. We'll fill it up. We'll fill it up. Oh, and the equipment operating, you're talking about you're good or you still practicing? Or both? Yeah, if you're good, that's awesome. I think anybody could get it. It just takes a little bit of practice, that's all. Some people just can pick stuff up quicker than others in all aspects of life, you know? With me, it's more, I've been doing logging for a long time in Farm Sim, and now I get to play with these toys. I've been hauling, cutting trees for a long time in the game, though. So just kind of learning how to, like, move the material even before I got into these machines really helped. And really, it's just, now it's just, like, learning the, you know, the joysticks and the sensitivity of them. Like, I just knocked those around a little bit there. Square these up just a bit more there. And then like the depth perception too. But you go from like different maps with different trees, your depth perception is a little different. You know, you think the tree is sticking out more than it is type of thing. It's Saturday now for you. And you're an hour ahead. Heck yeah. The living room TV is way cooler than you're watching your phone. Man, you hear that. A lot of people, that's why I want to up my quality too. I need better computer graphics card and all that, because a lot of people now, more so than ever before on YouTube, people are watching a lot more YouTube from their TV in the living room versus on their phone or computer. I watch most, I think maybe I listen to most on my phone, and then when I'm home, I watch mostly on my computer. But I do listen and watch stuff all day at work on YouTube, just in my headphones mostly. Unless I'm sitting there, I'll put something on. But actually watching a bunch of videos on Chris Do. If you guys don't know who Chris Do is, and he does like marketing and media and stuff like that, You guys gotta check out Chris Doe. It's like Chris Do, D-O. Dude is a freaking genius. Usually when that's if you guys really want to know what I watch and listen to, mostly when I'm not playing the game or doing this, I'm watching something that's teaching me about YouTube. That's why I have like my content creation books. I have the Daryl Eves, what is that one called? The YouTube formula. I can't believe I forgot that. And then Create Something Awesome by Roberto Blake. I'm either watching like Nick Nimin, Roberto Blake, Daryl Eves, Mr. Beast. If you guys haven't seen any of his interviews and stuff that they've done with Mr. Beast, man, check those out. Dude's a freaking genius. I watch a lot of Think Media with like Sean over there, Sean Cannell, I think. But like Chris Doe, he's a genius. Super smart. And he's also worth $64 million, so he's doing something right. And he never thought of it until Mr. T-Bone said something. But yeah, I'm all about like, even though it doesn't fully relate to gaming, I want to learn more about how the pros do it, you know, like it's not even about the algorithm, it's all about pleasing your audience, the viewers, and keeping the viewers engaged and doing all that kind of stuff, and just trying to learn as much as possible on that end, you know. And at first it's like kind of overwhelming, but after doing it for some years now and actually trying to pay attention and try to kind of put it into how it can work for me as a gamer on YouTube, you know. Which it doesn't all apply, but at the same time, it's just like, oh man, like food for thought. You never thought about that before, but just like, how can you make it a business, and you know, marketing, all that kind of stuff. So strategies involved. It also, I always think about it like when I'm watching that stuff. It's also, you know, I think about the shop. I think about the company I work for and how, because I help a lot with like making the shop a better place and like the flow of stuff, and you know, why certain people are valuable and others aren't as valuable, and you know, how valuable is your time and all that stuff. I try to do a lot better with like production side, but also the creativity side at the shop I'm at as well. So not only for the gaming side, but just like on a business side of things, if I ever want to like run my own business or something, that's where the money's at, you know. But mostly for this, I just want to make the best engaging content, the relatable engaging content that I can make, that's niche down enough to where people come to look for a certain thing on my channel and they find that thing they're looking for, you know. A lot of channels are kind of all over the place, and you go there and you're like, all right, well, I don't know what you're doing. Every video and thing you do is all different, and man, I hate when, see, that's like almost like smoking a cigarette when it gets like stuck in your fingers like that. Yeah, it's good info to have if you're a content creator on here. Oh yeah, dude. Stuff's like gold. What happened to my music? Oh, there it is. That's weird. I'll be right back just a sec. I have to blow my nose. My everything's been leaking today pretty bad, just because I'm getting over the little head cold thing. So I'll be right back, chat. Alright, sorry about that. I'm back. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, just trying to learn, like, not really, everybody always thinks about it being like the algorithm and stuff too. It's not anything that has to do with the algorithm. The algorithm is just the audience. A good way they were saying to look at it is, you know, everybody says the algorithm. They have to replace the word algorithm with audience. And if you do that, you can figure it out, because it's not about what the algorithm wants, right? It's about what the audience wants. And you guys come here to, like, yeah, hang out with me, but you guys also, anybody new comes here because I'm doing this type of stuff, doing this type of content, you know? and it's also something I enjoy doing. And just like you said, Unknown Kansas Boy, it's like you're FDR and myself are the only ones doing it, you know, that's on YouTube. That's like that. There's some other loggers and stuff out there that have pretty cool content, but a lot of it's like time-lapse type of stuff, or, you know, even the way FDR does it and the way I do it's also different. You know, he's a pro, I'm just a guy, not a professional at all. And like our styles are different. Like, yeah, we use the same stuff, we're using like the same machines, same size logs, and you know, he does all kinds of different sizes. I like the 5s like this with the triple. But he's not me, you know. He doesn't have my personality, I don't have his personality, so it's different, you know. The way he streams and does everything's different. But it's what I do is there's nobody else doing what I do because they're not me, you know what I mean? So just trying to provide entertainment with like some decent operating skills and some just fun hanging out. Mostly it's all about having fun and hanging out, and then also provide me, you know. That's something that everybody has different. Everybody's different, so that's something that you always have. It's different than the next guy. I don't think these are full enough. What do you think, chat? Those aren't full enough, are they? We need more trees. You see, yeah, if you don't see anyone else, and yeah, you're not that into time lapse. Yeah, they're cool. I like making time lapse videos and stuff, but like chilling out and streaming, and you can ask questions and doing all that. It's all live. It's all, you know, we're all here and stuff, and I think this is way more badass a way of doing it than, you know, just making videos type of thing. You can't hide your mistakes on stream, right? Trust me, I know. If you tip a truck over or something screws up, you're live, baby. You're live. You can't get rid of that. Try to start this pile out a little decent, maybe, if I can. At least try to start them out by getting them lined up on the first tree here. I found using that edge of that roller, it has a pretty good, like, how the mod can actually touch the tree end, you know? Sometimes there'll be like no collision type of thing. You don't like time lapse? Yeah, I need more trees. Yeah, totally. Some more Oregon trees. Could always use more of that. I will get some more trees here. Oh, I should have cut that end. Where my music wants to stop over there. All right, let's get busy. Yeah, we're gonna try to fill this. We're gonna fill the truck, so we need. Maybe I'll just do all these trees here. Might even need to go get more. Told you it takes a lot of trees to fill the truck. You know, just think if almost every tree does, even if I save you smaller ones here, which I might start doing some more of those, if each tree does like only 2 pieces, you know, how many pieces are there, right? Over 100, I'm sure. And that's at least 50 trees, right? If there's 2. I could do maths a little bit. Let's cut this end though with this one. It's funny, it's so small and that end just disappeared. No, I can't see chat. I didn't close that, my music screen there. What is FDR's channel? FDR's channel is FDR logging. You can just type in FDR logging pretty much anywhere and you can find FDR. And FDR is who makes all this stuff. Yeah, if you want to see a pro, he's a pro. Yeah, no problem. Oh yeah, Ken just showed you too. So you won't necessarily watch or follow based off of that time lapse. Gotcha. Yeah, he's had a lot more practice in real life and definitely with this stuff too, because like, again, he's the one that makes all this stuff. It's all his logo on everything, and which is cool. I don't mind showing off his stuff either. Showing us his map as well. This is Axe Mountain, so it's also a map that he made. So more or less, 99% of what you see on this. That was logged on. Why do you keep doing that, music? I've only been thinking about doing Epidemic Sound or something like that. I did try it out for a little bit. I had it for a little bit, just for a little 7-day trial thing. It is pretty cool. It's just, you know, gonna pay $100 for $100 for a year isn't too bad, right? Or maybe it's 119 or 120, so it's like $10 a month. It's not that bad. You gotta pay up front the whole chunk of money, you know. I don't make any money off of YouTube right now, so investing money like that is like, do I want to? But at the end of the day, if I could have like music and sound effects that I can just plug and play, you know, just turn it on and go, and not have to worry about fighting music and having the options and all that, it's pretty nice. What's the other one? Oh man, what was that other music? It's almost like Epidemic Sound, but it's a different one. But it has like all the top like artists and stuff on it, and it's all copyright free. I just flung another tree kind of far away there. Am I a Chiefs fan? Nah, I don't really follow football anymore. They're okay. I like watching a good game, you know. Actually, I didn't even watch the Super Bowl. That tells you how much I follow football. I actually worked on that day. I did fling a couple trees way over here. Back in the day, I used to be a Colts fan. Back when Peyton Manning was still quarterbacking. I was a Colts fan for a while. Back when I was actually watching football. And I'm on the West Coast, so like, you know, Seattle and 49ers, all that kind of stuff is more who I'd be rooting for, I guess. But that's if I still even followed it all. I don't follow sports. What's funny is, dang it, there, I did it again. If I do follow a sport, it's disc golf. I play disc golf a lot. I used to. If you guys don't know what disc golf is, definitely check that out. But that's actually a sport that I follow more so than, come on, music. Quit doing that to me. Super Bowl was so disrespectful. What is going on here, YouTube? That is not what I signed up for. Alright, we're doing that. The only reason why I run on the music like this instead of how I usually do is, for some reason, I'm using like my media player on my computer to run the music. I can't have the media player going and my game sound going either. But if I run music off of YouTube or Spotify, I can have both going. And it doesn't have to do with this, my Streamlabs OBS or any of that kind of stuff. Because I was doing the same thing when it was just the music only and the game. It's a pretty big tree there. Grab that sucker. This is that big one that we had over there, huh? So I didn't minimize the screen so I can't see chat. You had to watch our two rivals play for a championship in our house. That sucks. Yeah, I didn't think about that. You have no clue what that is, Trees? Sorry, I missed what you're talking about. Yeah, that sucks. Well, I didn't miss too much then, huh? Not watching the Super Bowl, I didn't miss too much. I figured Taylor Swift was gonna win, right? It's all rigged. Like you said, it's all scripted out. They used a chat GPT right before the game started to script out the game. See, if we had more of those size trees, we'd be able to fill the truck a lot faster. And I'm just gonna finish off this whole pile here. That way we know we have a lot to top the truck off. I think that's the best move there. What do you think, chat? I know you guys like a full load, right? I guess a big load for OT. The Friday load. Can I reach that tree way out there? Sure can. A lot of these machines have pretty far reach. Sorry, I'm so sneezy today, my bad. I almost didn't even stream tonight because sniffling and sneezing, but that wouldn't have been very fun. I appreciate you guys putting up with me. The sport you said you watch? Oh, yeah, I got you. You said you don't know what disc golf is? Are you being sarcastic, or you don't actually know? Because you could look that up. There's lots of videos on YouTube. It's like frisbee golf. You guys probably know what frisbee, like that's what they call it. It's actually disc golf. Quite a skilled sport. It's not as big as like the major sports or golf and stuff like that in general, you know, but the last 5 years, pretty much since COVID, really, since the pandemic, disc golf has got major following. Yeah, all the major sports stuff I always feel like is not as authentic as it used to be. I know there's some really skilled athletes there, no doubt, still. Some really skilled human beings, but just the way all that's all set up is more about revenue and advertisement, you know, marketing. Yeah, definitely check it out. Yeah, disc golf is cool because you're just out there in the park, like, you know, playing frisbee, you know, pretty much. But The pros are really good. I think the tour is actually just starting right now. The PDGA tour. I have a bunch of discs and stuff. It's like golf. You gotta, you have all your different, you got putters and drivers and mid-range, all that stuff. It's like golf. You got a basket you have to throw it into. It's very similar to the score. Actually, it's all the same scoring as like real golf. All the pars and all that stuff, it's all the same. Yeah, definitely check it out. NBA for sure is rigged, but you think the NFL is up there? I say it's all about like advertisement and marketing and stuff. Sounds like a song that they'd be playing when like AI is taking over. It's like a song the machines will like. That's why if you use like Chat GPT and stuff like that, you gotta be nice to it. You know, you gotta say please and thank you and stuff at the end of your request when you ask it something. That way, like when the machines actually take over, you can be like, hey, I was nice to you guys. I wasn't mean. I didn't say anything rude. So don't go like cussing out Chat GPT. You gotta be nice to it. That way the computer remembers, oh yeah, this person was nice. We won't kill you right away. Almost there. Oop, we got a small piece here. Kick that one out. Then, I guess we do still have a few trees here. We're going to finish these off. Like I said, we're going to get through all this stuff. Whoa, that got bound up. Look at this. Oh, I guess I opened it, but it was all twitching out. A grapple on this thing. So there's shorts on YouTube from last football season that you have me just shaking your head. I like football. You know, it's like I do like watching football, even basketball and stuff like that too. Even like playing it. I even like playing the video games. But I just haven't really followed for a lot of years. Can't even tell you any of the players. When I talk about certain players and stuff, and they're like, "Oh man, those guys retired a long time ago." You've seen a few too. Those trees. I guess I did like when I said I thought I was flinging some trees around when I was grabbing them. It's definitely what was going on back there. Those weird branches on the end of that kind of sticking out there didn't get cut off all the way. Yeah, we'll just use Yos's mobile cell point to get rid of all those bits. Let's see if I get this dead looking one off the top of here. Got it. Oh, on the machine though. Let's see. Just gotta roll it out of there. Oh, not quite. That would have broke the header in half. Come on, roll it out. There we go. Just gotta roll it back. There it goes. Why is it still saying it's stuck in there? Maybe it still was. That sucks. Now it's not. I didn't see how all those were all. Maybe I'll just move the loader out of the way. It's kind of in the way there. I guess they call that one the yarding machine. Move that out of the way. You said football went to hell in the mind, or in the mid, when they quit having roid rage. It's funny. Oh. Come to Papa. My rollers are facing the wrong way, so I hit the button the wrong direction there. Just trying to get him out of there. Come on. Just gotta get the rollers to grab it right. Of course, the music stopped again. That's fine, though. I'm not too worried about the music. You watch football, but NBA just ain't the same. Late 80s to 90s were the best period of basketball. It's unwatchable now. I guess I didn't miss anything because, like, all that time, the 80s and 90s, all that, I guess into the early 2000s I watched, but after that I stopped watching, really. These days, almost everything I watch, like, I go and like watch you guys' stuff. I support you guys and stuff or whatever. Not as much as I used to. That's just because, like, there's only so many hours in the day, and just to, like, kind of occupy my mind, keep my mind busy, I always try to watch stuff that I learn from. Where it's like, I learn stuff from watching you guys stream and make content and stuff like that too, but it's not the same type of learning I'm trying to do so much. Like, listen to some really brilliant minds out there, just people that are unmatched, it's just like, learn a lot from. When you watch something and it makes you feel stupid, they're smart. It still breaks it down in a way where you can understand. That's funny you guys are talking about NASCAR. I actually used to watch NASCAR and follow them too. But yeah, pretty much you said you stopped watching NASCAR when Jeff Gordon retired. That's back in the good old days, like the Bush brothers and all that kind of stuff. Everybody was all, I forget who all was there, but like even like the old NASCAR games I used to play was all like the old crowd. So you catch a lap or two and see the names and and it like who? That's how it is with all the sports for me these days. Like, unless it's disc golf, I follow that. I've been watching that for quite a while now, and like there's actually quite a few Oh, I better switch back to my other screen, right? There's quite a few like kids. I call them kids because they're like old as my kids, and they I've been watching them for a lot of years and just watching them up and come and become something special. You know, I always kind of saw that there, and so it's like it's not just like, oh, I'm gonna watch some guys throw a disc around. I'm actually like a lot of time involved with watching the players develop. And when I started playing, it was probably like 15 years ago or more. Maybe not more. It was probably like, I say between 12 and 15 years ago. And when I started playing, there wasn't a lot of content on YouTube about that. There wasn't a lot of coverage. If there was coverage, it was really terrible. It's like just in the last, like, that's why I said 5 years, because in the past 5 years, just the coverage and the quality of the content and, you know, all the different stuff they have, just especially on YouTube and whatnot, is it's so much more than they used to. Like, everybody has, like, pretty spoiled with all that. Let's put this little piece in the pile here. Come on, quit slipping out of there, little piece. Bet I could pick it up with the rollers, though. Let's see. Yeah, sometimes the rollers just have a little bit better grip on the small pieces. Let's see, I'm just gonna get out and drag these over. Let's just do that. Make it easy for us, on chat. Yeah, you guys are all awesome for just hanging out all the time and time again. I really appreciate that. That's all I require, you know? Maybe a thumbs up and just chilling, you know? I don't want anybody to ever feel pressured to be on my streams or like hang out, you know? I just want everybody to come and relax and chill out and watch me do some logging. A lot of my streams too recently have been getting a lot of like watch on the replay, you know. A lot of it's been I've been getting probably just as many views after the streams ended as when I'm streaming, which is really cool. I've never actually had that before. Most of my viewership or hours watch type of thing was during the live, but I've actually been getting like actually a lot of the streams on this map, even I got a lot more views after the stream was over than when I first was streaming. Which that means like the content must be okay. People are like at least clicking on the thumbnail. But again, I've been getting not just like clicks, I've been getting hours watched. So but that's after the live, which is I guess telling me I'm doing something right. I'm getting a lot of browse and search traffic, suggested traffic. Where it's not just like home pages, and been getting pretty equal viewership with subscribers and with non-subscribers as well. So appreciate all you subscribers, and I appreciate all the new folks just the same. It's all about like me you know, niching down and getting my, if anybody doesn't know what that means either, it's just about being more specific on your content. You know, like this is all farm sim related, but if I'm like, say, digging in the dirt one time, the next day I'm farming, the next time after that I'm doing, you know, something different. I'm driving monster trucks, or day after that I'm on a different farm, you know, or the day after that I'm doing logging. It's not all the same. It's the same game, but it's not all specifically the same thing. So like, you know, when you go to like a store, you're expecting to get a certain product, you know what I mean? So if you're going to a channel, you're expecting, just like any of the good content creators, you're going there, you're expecting a certain product, a certain delivery. You have expectations of, you know, what you're expecting to get. And if I want someone to come to my channel for logging, I gotta have that there. I can't have like, oh, I logged and then all my other content is all farming, you know. It's like, it's not as specific. Last NASCAR race you watched was Daytona Dale Senior, when Dale Senior died. Oh yeah, that was a while ago. That's like, you know, within the farm, any of you like content creators that are in the farm sim world, you guys know who you are. If you do find a certain aspect of what you like to do within the game, go all in on that. Just go forward on that. even if even if maybe right at first your following isn't the best, you're being more specific on what the viewer is going to be expecting, you know? I know some of you guys do that already. Other people don't. You know, their channels and look at what they have going on, and it's all kinds of stuff. If you want to do different content, then what you should do is, if you want different content, what you should do is have separate channels. You know, say, for example, I want to start a podcast channel, right? Which doing podcasts is actually really cool. It's the new big thing. So setting up podcasts, having multi-screen with everybody brought in. Hey, Dark One, how's it going, buddy? But if you want to have different stuff, you know, some people just like, oh, I want to do it for me. Fine, whatever. Your channel's probably not going to grow if you just want to do whatever you want to do, unless you also become super specific on what you want to do and stick to that, right? And like not just say, oh, I want to do a bunch of random stuff. Then it's going to be a random viewership coming, and YouTube doesn't know. That's where the algorithm actually comes in. It's still about the viewer, but they can't tell what the viewer, they can't tell what your channel's about to give the viewer you know, your content. If you're more specific, the algorithm just fast thinks that it doesn't have to think, it knows. Boom, he does logging, he does forestry, he does all the stuff that they want to go see. They send them over to me. And like I don't have a lot of subscribers like that compared to a lot of other people. I don't have a lot of views like that. I'm not like crushing it or anything, but I'm starting to understand being more specific in your intention on your delivery, and like trying to be more professional about it, and just really about focusing in on the thing that you want to do. So if it is farming and you want to do small equipment, stuff like that, for like, stick to it, bam, 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 bam. And then like, you know, if you want to do, say, forestry, like maybe make that a separate channel. Or if you want to do podcast, still farm sim related, make that a separate podcast channel. And then still you could drive that podcast listening viewership, which like a video podcast where you're actually watching the person is bigger than the audio podcast these days. Just to let everybody know, if you're podcasting, have a camera there, have involvement, have engagement with the viewer watching, because you're not just going to a site that is audio based, you're going to a site that's video based. So yeah, he did the Frosty for simulator for farm sim stuff or simulator stuff, and then the Pew Pew channel was like, yeah, Call of Duty, all that kind of stuff was all a separate channel, kind of keeping it separate. But then again, even if you're doing like a podcast and you have that farm simulated, I'm just kind of using almost like Nuke as example. You know, he's in the farm sim community very strong, but he's also kind of all over the place with when you don't know what to expect. He has a schedule too, even most of the time, but it's still like, I was just watching a bunch of stuff and they're talking about how to like keep that stuff separate, where you can still combine the two, you know, in like your links and all that stuff, or talk about the other one, or hey, come over and join me on the other one type of thing. But yeah, it's just all about getting more focused, more dialed in on the stuff that you're actually trying to provide for the person that you're trying to communicate with, you know? Sorry, just wanted to talk about that for a second. Back to the important stuff like the video game, because that's why we're here. Did I turn that off? Nope. It's over here. We're actually getting pretty low on fuel on that. I got to get some more fuel up here. But we'll leave that there. It's actually kind of getting dark on us too, huh? It's almost 6 o'clock. No, sorry, it's almost 5. Right? Nope. Yep. So we'll get this fired up, finish loading this truck real quick. It's funny too, because some people say don't niche down, don't do that, because it makes your content more so specific where it's a smaller audience type of thing. But then, like, with that smaller audience, your engagement with that smaller audience, like, pretty much YouTube will be finding the right person to watch your stuff. If you have the wrong person watching your stuff, they're not going to stick around very long. They're not going to enjoy it. It's not what they're looking for. They're not going to subscribe. They're not going to hit the like button. They might even hit the thumbs down button just because they're like, oh, what is this? I don't want this. So they're going to hit the thumbs down button, letting YouTube know that, hey, don't show me this anymore, type of thing. And that's not good. You don't want that. And it could be like they don't even dislike your content as you're creating it. They just don't like, that's not what they're there for. You go to buy milk and you get, soy milk, and it's not the same thing. Gamer channels are kind of niche. They are, but the gaming industry, the gaming market is huge, right? So how does YouTube know that you're looking for a certain type of game or a certain thing, Can I put more on here still? They don't know unless you tell. YouTube doesn't know who to send your way unless you tell them, and that's by creating consistent content that's the same, And oh, we play Farm Sim, like they're gonna be sending everybody our way because we play Farm Sim, but really they're gonna be sending more specific people your way within that niche, you know what I mean? I'll say niche or niche, it's all like people say it different ways. And then if you're like, say, all I do is logging, right? So if you're trying to go to Farm Sim Forestry, you're gonna, boom, I'm gonna pop up, They watch the searches and what you watch. Yeah, it's not even so much about, like, I guess, like, what you watch. They could, like, they'll show you stuff on your homepage for, like, suggested type of stuff like that. So they are kind of watching what you're watching, what you're engaging with. But at the end of the day, the more specific that you can make your content, the more specific viewer they can find for you. And with that specific viewer, the engagement, the time watch, the subscribing, all that type of stuff is increased tenfold because, like maybe you might get somebody who's sort of like, oh, that's cool, Farm Sim, and they're doing forestry. But maybe they're like, oh, well, I want to go watch somebody work on a farm. I'm not here to actually watch logging. Like, yeah, it's cool, let's stick around for a second, maybe say hi and then bounce, But if it's like, YouTube's like, yep, this person wants to watch forestry because they searched Farm Sim Forestry, or like, you've watched FDR in the past or something like that, and maybe you're going to send those viewers my way, so, stuff like that, where it's like, if like all you did ever was old equipment on the farm side stuff, or all you did was like role play over and over again. Oops, missed that. But that goes with like any type of content. You don't want to do like a gardening video and then, the person comes in, interacts with their garden video, and then like the next day you're like cooking. Or for a good example they used was, you don't want to do like a 10 easy step how to cook fast meals in a hurry for your family, and then the next video you post is like a 3-hour long 25 step like baking instruction video that's like not anything close. Like, yeah, it's cooking, you're in the same kitchen, you're doing the same thing, but you're also not serving that same viewer, It's still in the same niche, the same market, of cooking, but that person came to your channel to see a super fast, I gotta make my family food type of video, and now you're like, all right, this is gonna be an 1.5 hour long video. They're not gonna watch it. And if they do watch it, the odds of them watching that other video that's sort of related but not really related, like the odds of that is really low. So if you could provide the viewer with exactly what they came for every time consistently, it increases a lot. I don't know, YouTube ranting. I like learning about that stuff. It's like what I do when I'm not playing the game. The more I could learn and understand, the more I could you know, teach and share and all that stuff. Logs are just falling. I don't like that lower log. I might actually just pull that sucker right out of there. Less talk, more work. We're almost there. We're just trying to get these stacked up like crazy hides Friday. We're gonna do a full truck here and then take it down. It's getting dark too. Maybe I'll try and drive down all the way in cab. I just gotta make sure I'm strapped all the way. That way Felton's not like, hey dude, did you strap your load? Yeah, you played lots of other games too. You say mainly FS, but you do like other games from time to time. Yeah, totally. That's fine. But then again, like if you bounce around games and stuff, all the viewers that are say, for example, like people like play like World of Warships or something like that, or whatever other game it might be. If somebody follows you on Farm Sim all the time, and all of a sudden you're playing a different game like Red Dead Redemption or something like that, they're not gonna want to watch unless they're like a big fan or a big friend of yours. But those people we already have. We are that community already. We already have those people here with us. We're all friends already. But that's not going to bring in new people or keep new viewers engaged, you know. But again, I also said that people consistently come to watch you for Farm Sim, but at that time, if you're consistently uploading to YouTube Farm Sim, Farm Sim, Farm Sim, Farm Sim, then that algorithm knows, hey, he's a Farm Sim channel. And then so the next day you're playing Red Dead Redemption or something or whatever game it might be, and they're sending the viewers coming to see. I hit my mic. They're sending the viewers coming from, coming from the Farm Sim world. They're sending you to a channel that's playing a different game, you know. Which they might stick around, but again, the odds of that happening are a lot slimmer than if it's more specific. If that makes any kind of sense at all. It took me I have to watch stuff and learn stuff a bunch of times, so. And it's funny too, they'll come to my logging channel and be like, why is he talking YouTube? And like leave. But if I keep learning and keep developing the skills of all that, I wouldn't mind having like a channel that's separate that talks YouTube and helps gamers out. There is a lot of gamer help type of stuff like that, or people that are gamers that are trying to figure it out and just trying to figure out the system and figure out, really it's just figuring out your viewers and figuring out it's not really a system to it. It's all just figuring out the engagement and trying to have the specific people come watch. I think you said you're done for the night. You went and dropped off logs in the trailer bunk and exploded out. Aw, dang it. Why'd you do that? Yeah, if they like the channel, most will watch what you play. Totally. That's just your fans. Those are the fans of you, not the fans of that specific content. Because they can't be your fans unless they're around all the time, you know? And I know you, Bruce. You got some fans. You got some fans out there. People come to your stuff all the time. And you are consistent. Like, I know you jump around different maps and stuff like that, Bruce, but everything I watch of yours has all been same. You know what to expect when you go over to Bruce's stream. So, like, consistency on your side's fine. You're doing your thing, and I know you say you like to play other games too, but your stuff is consistently the same across the board, you know? Bruce, if I would say one thing, if there's one thing that I would suggest on your channel, which you're doing everything else right, you don't have to change a thing for what I say either. What I would do if I was in your shoes and just kind of looking from the outside in, I would switch up thumbnails. I would make the thumbnails a little bit better. It is consistent. When I see your thumbnail, boom, it's Bruce. But I have to stop and kind of read it and see what you're doing. Where if it's a clear image of like, oh, this is a different thing, you know I haven't watched that yet, because as I scroll through a lot of your stuff looks similar from afar. You know if you know what I mean. So I think we're all good here. It's not a heaping load. It's pretty full, but I think that'll be okay to drive down in the dark-ish. You have 3 separate accounts for all your stuff, yeah, all your channels. I also have 3 separate YouTube channels, and most I don't even talk about. Some of you guys know, but I have a channel where I was doing like woodworking type of stuff, cabinetry stuff. I just need to get a better camera set up in the shop where I can actually record myself, but I have 1,100 subscribers on that channel. I'd like to switch it up to keep it fresh. You talking about on your thumbnails or just the content you're doing? Because your stuff's like pretty consistent. This lights could have been a little bit brighter, but that load looks okay. So anybody new watching as well, we're guessing OT's load. We got to guess the load as we take it down to the mill here. Double check. I feel like I left one of those machines on. I did. Let's go ahead and shut that down. Yeah, it's quiet. Yeah, I also have a little gardening channel too, where last summer I was doing some gardening. I like growing plants and doing all that stuff, and I did a lot of that pretty much while I wasn't here on this channel because I was having a baby and all that stuff. I was growing some vegetables and all that stuff. So that channel is called Oregon Urban Garden. It's a pretty small channel still. It's just some fun stuff I was gonna go in cab. And then my other channel is called Custom Built PDX. So if you guys do want to check those channels out at all, I just kind of keep them separate. You know, I did have some videos on this channel way back where I was showing like me cutting on the CNC machine or, you know, cool little stuff like that. But the other ones for like, you know, satisfying shop type videos and mostly like a lot of shorts. On that one's mostly shorts. Shop shorts. And I actually have like full length videos on my garden stuff. He says 59. Was that just $59.95, like less than $60, or is that 59,950? Because I didn't bang stuff up too bad. Is that why you're giving me more than $24.99? I still have to get it down there though, right? Are we strapped? All right. Felton always has me paranoid now every time. We got so far down here, I was in cab, didn't look back one time. Can't see out of the mirror, so didn't look back one time the whole time, all the way down to the all the way down on the flat. Look at that, I can't even see over the dash there. But we got all the way down there, and Felton's like, "Hey, did you strap the load?" I was like, "Oh crap!" And I had to like switch views and check. I totally did. Oh, it's the best one, where it goes sideways around that switchback. Whew. It's tricky through there. High Cobble said you have to go around this mountain twice, pretty much, to get down. Which the switchbacks are fun. That's what kind of makes it trickier being up here on the mountain. I could have picked anywhere down here right next to the mill and started cutting trees, but where's the challenge in that, right? Got some good guesses coming in. Just keep those coming in. Whoa! I looked over at chat for a second. I thought I was going to crash into that tree. I don't crash too often. I crash more when I'm playing farming. When I am farming. But even that I don't crash too much. If I crashed all the time, it was like more reckless, I'd definitely have a crash counter. I guess that's not true. Every once in a while I'm hauling the truck back and the trailer back from like dropping off the logs. I totally will crash into trees sometimes. That's when I'm being more reckless, you know, hauling the drift and the trailer back and forth at 70 miles an hour, you know. It being generous tonight. Oh, excuse me. That's funny. Keith is in a good mood tonight. He's giving me $60, almost $60. 60 minus tax. It's a low tax. I like the low tax. I wish we had a little bit brighter lights on here. I should have still kept the Edison, I guess, and then just got this trailer. But I had it all set up. When I returned, I had it all set up for the logging bunk on the back. All right, we're down, and we just gotta take this right, I believe. Let's not tip the truck over right there. That'd be a typical OT move right there. You get almost to the mill. Even last time, where were we on, oh, was that? No, that was on this map, I think. No, I can't remember, but I got into the sawmill area to unload, and I, like, took a fast, like, a sharp right all of a sudden, and, like, almost tipped the truck over. You seen it? I'm not sure what you're, referring to there. I'm always a little late on the response on the chat, so if it's not, like, a full, complete, like, sentence to it, you know? Then I'm not sure what some of the stuff refers to sometimes. You just completed the challenge and all the mods are ready to start tomorrow? Oh, heck yeah. Will you send me, do you have any, like, description of that challenge? Because if you do, Keith, will you send that to me? I think it was here. I came over and was like, whoop, and did like a sharp, real sharp right, and like, whoa. Almost lost her. I should get my sign put on here. I kept it off because Cobble doesn't have that mod. So like he was on here with me, and I was trying to keep it everything that he also had. I feel like I'm a little bit too far away. I'm gonna get a little bit closer. I try to have, like, right where the loader is, I try to pretty much have, like, even spacing between, like, the loader and the rack. The bunk, whatever you want to call it. Lumber rack, the bunks are on the truck, right? Now I want to start and load it from the front. Oh, yeah, you done that on Homeworker going downhill? Yeah, Homeworker will definitely send you flying. That's a tough map. I like it a lot. I'll probably get back on there and stream that coming up, like, maybe next week again. Oh, we'll be streaming it too, okay. Oh, you will? Yeah, thanks, Keith. I'll check it out. It'd be fun to do something a little different, you know, but I'm trying to stick to, like, logging mostly on this channel, so. But it can be farm sim related, you know. I just like more the forestry aspect of the whole thing anyways. Oh yeah, you've seen my recklessness on the way back empty driving, yeah. Yeah, you have. All right, so let's jump out of here. We'll jump in the loader. We got some really good guesses coming in there. And it is getting dark. Getting dark in a hurry, chat. Good thing we're down here at the mill. This might not be the prettiest offload session here, but just trying to pinch that. Remember I was talking about if you get it just right in the middle of the tree. Pinch it like that. Oh, it still came out of the pinch. And then if it is slipping, if you like lift, oh, I guess that totally. If you lift up where it's like facing like this, show you. I can reach that now. If you grab it like that, see it's trying to fall out. If you go kind of up like this and balance it out like that, it'll like kind of bind up in there a little bit better. You can kind of control those slippy ones a little bit better. Again, this grapple just doesn't close tight enough for the small, like the singles. It's for just big grabs like that. That's why with all the other stuff I've been using that, the smaller grapple. Do I want to join too? Well, it all depends on what it's about. I'll check it out and let you know, Keith. Bunks? Are you talking about this thing here? Bunk? Rack? Lumber bunk? Try not to beat up the trailer too much. That way you don't have to fix the trailer again, Keith. Fives don't fit in here that well either. If they're longer, they would totally, they'd fit in there a lot better. Could cross more of the pieces. Get over there. This one too. Sometimes if you get like this and you kind of come in here, you can actually pinch it better sometimes. Like on the end like that. Let's drop that one back there. So they actually call the individual bunks and paired up usually baskets. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Bunks and stakes are the sides. Yeah, okay. Stakes. And I've heard like stakes or poles, stuff like that. Back up a little bit, actually. I feel like I'm so close to the truck. Maybe where I was first gonna pull in would have been actually a better spot. Let's move this one back. But if you're like sitting back like this, yeah, you could reach out a little bit better. I think I just knocked a log off the backside there. I'm just trying to get it all in here because we're using Yos's mobile sell point to sell the wood over here. That way it just all goes away. All right. I was talking about not being rough on the trailer. Now I'm kind of being a little rough. I will pull the truck up so we can load more on that far side. That should be good. We'll just pile it all up in a big old ugly pile. And then we'll see who the winner of the guesses are. If anybody's just now joining, we are guessing OT's load. You gotta guess the load. We're loading up here all these logs. Some of you guys in chat are professional load guessers. You guys have probably all guessed more loads than most people have in a lifetime. Should probably scoop the machine up here just a bit as well. A lot of people also will use the joysticks, and then they'll have the pedals, the foot pedals, to go forward or backwards or like left and right. I use the triggers as my front and back. And also for steering too, I use the joystick like side to side as my steering. Which when I switch to like a wheel and pedals and all that stuff, that will take some getting used to. The people have like their binds set up different. I have all the motions that I do. Oh, forgot one. All the motions that I do on here, driving, turning, all of it's all on the joysticks. Which I might just keep it like that. Just I've been doing that the whole time, so like, I don't mind running the triggers as the throttle and brake, or throttle and reverse, you know, forward and back. I just start piling these up on the top, like in between the two. See what happens. Try to get them all in the middle. That way the spawn areas, you know, they'll all get sold. That most mods like that only have a certain radius, certain area, certain range, you know. And if I have them spread all the way out, sometimes it won't sell all of them. Now, if I was running longer length logs, I wouldn't have to worry about that because they go across the whole thing. Come on, stay up there. That did not work out very good. Avalanche. Isn't this how you build a log cabin? I like how that one is sitting. It's kind of blocking it from falling down. You just gotta have longer stakes on the front, right? Longer little stops on the front of this thing. I'll just leave those down there on the ground. Maybe they'll take, maybe not. I'm gonna say 45,000 for this load. I'm not sure if somebody else guessed that. I'll check in a second. I'll try to put these on this side. Stay on there. I think if these are like on the ground down here, but like pushed up against the bunk, I think they're close enough to sell. It's just so funny. It's like, it looks like so many sticks up there too, right? How many trees was that? That'd be a good guess too, right? What do you got? Who was counting? Kansas boy, were you counting how many trees I put on there? Quite a few. Let's just keep stacking them. So one of you guys probably already said 45 and I didn't see it. I'll look at the guesses in just a minute. Looks like quite a pile though, huh? Friday stack. All right, I think that is gonna do it. I'll just jump out and look around too. Maybe we'll want to move a couple. You'll be a pro guesser one day. No, you're a pro. The load guesser. That's right, stacked up pretty good. That's loud right there. That's interesting too. I was on here last night, and where I was up by, see if it still does it. That sound, that like, oh yeah, see? So like over here, it's quiet, right? We're up here on the mountainside. You don't hear anything. Then you come over here. Is that because of this? No. Like right here, you can like hear it. The ghosts of the loggers passed up here on the hill. Nobody said 45 tell me? Oh, heck yeah, let's see. Go back down here, see what our guesses are. Anybody that hasn't guessed yet, make sure your guesses are in. Let's check these guesses out. What do you guys got in chat here? Keith's gonna give me just under 60 bucks. Unknown says, that's a pretty specific. You got 46,187. Hoonigan says 25,420. Oh man, that's pretty low there, Hoonigan. Ninja, that's a good guess. 43K. Bruce says 44. I don't see Feldon. Yeah, creepy, right? I know, right? And I go 45. Nobody said 45. That's gonna be the winner right there. Nah, Bruce will probably get it. He's been good. Bruce has been on the money. All right, so I guess we're gonna go ahead and hit it. If I can get through here. And hopefully they all accept. Boom, that was all of them. 46,000. Dang, what's that? Where's that? 40? Where's that one? 46,000. Oh, dang, who got that? Oh, Unknown, you are a pro. You're a pro, buddy. You won. You're very, very close. You're like 400 and some change off. That was real good. $79.95. That's pushing it now. You are generous tonight. Keith must have had a big payday. But as you guys know, it's getting dark out here on Axe Mountain. Winter is approaching. A lot of work left to be done out here. But that is going to be it for tonight. We do have to get up there really soon. We have to get all the stuff all cleared out. We have a lot of trees, so it's probably over 100 trees or more. And finally, yeah, you got to win. You've been real close. Like your guesses are like so good. I wasn't too far off either. Saying 45 is pretty good. Like anywhere between like 40 and 50, we're like right in that spot. If I have a full load on this map, which we're running on normal economy, but we have a lot of trees left to get off of there. Kind of some really tricky spots. So I'll try to have some of that done. The next one, I'll try to have like processes of like, you know, trees fall and trees for processing, processed logs, and the truck partially loaded too. So we can do all that. Not sure what the next map I'll be on will be, but we will be back on guaranteed Wednesday and possibly a Sunday stream. I'll let you guys know. With that stack job I owe the mill for cleanup. Probably that time, yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's gonna be it, and I'll let you guys know. Just keep your eyes peeled for the next stream. It's either Wednesday and, like I said, maybe a Sunday, but gotta do all the family stuff and do everything, get ready for the week on Sunday. And I also want to practice making other content and trying to record and figure all that stuff out too. So you know, if I'm over hanging out with Colby and Keith and everybody on Saturday, I turn around on Sunday and do it again. It's kind of a lot. Like, that's why I like to take a day off. So if I stream on Wednesday, stream on Friday, I got a nice little break there. And then, you know, when I come back around, it's a few days in between that. But yeah, thanks everybody. Thanks Bruce, Kansas Boy, Keith, everybody else tuning again, Belden, Timbo, Luke, everybody else that was here. CBW, of course, you're the man. If I'm missing anybody, apologies.